Like so.
Welcome to the 33rd meeting of the Honolulu Liquor Commission. Please turn off your cell phones. And when addressing the commission, please speak into the microphone and spell your full name. Okay, calling agenda item number 1, application number 25-01976 from Aroma Cafe Inc.
Oh. It's all right.
Okay, have a seat, gentlemen.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the commission, Ms. Uriah Robert Uyoka on behalf of Aroma Cafe. Present to my right, Mr. Jonathan Rotman, he's the president and owner.
Okay, Ms. Ryan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. This application has received 1 written protest, 0 letters in support. Applicant has met statutory requirements for the submission of this application. And I will note, since we do have testifiers today, that I'll be running a 3-minute timer for each of them.
Okay, so I'm going to call from the list of people that have signed up. Mr. Robert Park.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Chairperson, honorable members of the commission. My name is Robert Park, ROBERT PARK. To my right is John Leahy, JOHNLEHY, who is the owner of Lulu's Waikiki. We had submitted written testimony as to this application because we had preliminary concerns as far as notice requirements, as well as code requirements for the application for a general dispenser liquor license. To date, we haven't had communications with the applicant nor their counsel, and so we would respectfully request that the commission continue this hearing to hopefully have both the applicant and for its upstairs neighbor, Lulu's Waikiki, to have that dialogue that has not been initiated to date. This is the first chance that both parties and their counsel are in the same room. We'd like to have that conversation as far as the restroom usage. As our written testimony states, the main issue has been that the current configuration of the downstairs has no restroom. The investigator pointed out that there was restroom outside of its premises, but it wasn't identified specifically where, nor was there any detail as far as where these outdoor restrooms were. And so customers from the applicants, through the use of alcohol or being a customer of the first floor, have gone to the second floor to go use the restroom for Lulu's Waikiki. And so we're concerned with that. And we'd like to hopefully have some sort of arrangement where there aren't customers from a different patron going over to the second floor to use Lulu's Waikiki's restroom. And so that ends my testimony, and Mr. Leahy will testify a little bit as far as his personal observations of the customers from the applicant going over to Lulu's Waikiki.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Lake. Thanks.
Oh, you know what I
Okay.
I have neglected to counsel, I don't believe I need to, but Mr. Leahy, if I could.
Sure.
Do you swear that the testimony you give at today's hearing will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. All right, you can be seated.
You see it?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Hey, Honorable Chair and Commissioners, thank you for the time. John Leahy here is owner of Lulu's Waikiki since 2003, 2004. And it came to my attention about a year ago when the lease changed and Starbucks, which had been a tenant for 20 years, left the vacant properties, and there was a new entity that came in, the Cafe Aroma, and I think they've since changed their name. But basically, without going into more minutia because of what our counsel just said about, we'd like to get together and talk about this arrangement. I've seen an increase in foot traffic up the Kapahulu Kaukai side up to our premises, either to use our restrooms or to go through our restaurant to go to the restrooms that they're trying to use, the Park Shore restrooms, which are on the second floor down the hallway up through the lobbies, but the shortcut is to come through our restaurant. That makes sense. I mean, I try to do the same thing, but I met with our insurance agent, I talked to our attorneys, and I've spoken to other business owners that I'm clearly put in a liability situation. If one of their patrons comes up, slips and falls down the steps, so I, Monarch Insurance, Rich McNaughton told me last week, well, surely you'll be included in a lawsuit. So all I'm trying to do is figure out how we can live cooperatively without the use of us as an egress or our restrooms. They operate mostly as a coffee shop, but they have parties or raves or whatever, which I'm all for, no problem. But it extends the alcohol use, and people, are going to come, they're going to relieve themselves as easy and quickly as possible. I'll give you just one example. I was sitting in the lobby next to the restroom, and these two gals came up the right way. They came out of the bathroom, and I was nice, polite in my Lulu's gear. I said, "Do you mind going back the way you came?" And they said, "Well, it's shorter to go that way." Yes, I understand, but we have a liability issue. And they said, "Well, we have been drinking." I said, "I didn't even bring up drinking." And then they said, "Well, we were eating at Lulu's earlier." I'm like, "Look, please go through my restaurant." I mean, I'm not going to be there. We've been there for 20 years, 21 years. We give back to the community with, 808 beach restaurant, everything we on a monthly basis. So we're trying to be good characters and good stewards of Honolulu, Hawaii, Waikiki. So that's all I'm asking for, is that we get some cooperation. And we've tried, and we've seen a little progress, but I don't know. Can we get it to zero? I don't know, but we certainly need to get it closer. Okay, if that makes sense. So that's right. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate the time. Yeah, thank you.
Calling Christina here.
Questions.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to do questions as we go, or you want to?
I mean, I'm fine with waiting till the end.
Okay.
That way you can do, if I have questions for either of the festivals, then I'll go back to it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Christina O'Hara, representing the landlord. So I guess, we never like to see our children fight with each other in public. Landlord, we love both of our babies. We've only recently, honestly, been made aware of this problem. I only just received the protest letter yesterday from my client. We would like our tenants to meet, and landlord will provide a venue for that. We would rather this not affect Aroma Cafe's application, because we feel like as a landlord, this is ultimately, and the hotel owner, this is ultimately our responsibility, and we will take responsibility for it and mediate this dispute amongst our tenants.
Okay. Thank you. Is that it? Right.
Thanks.
Yeah. Is there anyone else in the audience who'd like to testify either for or against this applicant? If not, does the commission have any questions for the witnesses now? Otherwise, I'm going to let them talk and then we can go again.
I just had a quick question. So the restroom in question, is that the restroom of the hotel, or is that yours that is being used when the patrons of Aroma Cafe cut through?
Yeah, good. Both.
Both.
Okay. So it's just Cafe Roma is on the
Right.
bottom
right,
floor, we're on the floor. So we have emphasis on Kalakaua side, we have a Kapahulu. For them to use the hotel, they have to go back into the lobby and then up and around. So it's much clearer, quicker route.
Thank you.
So to be clear, the restrooms are common area?
No.
It is not common
The
area.
hotel restroom is common.
So, okay, so
They're not common to like the beachgoers, but
No.
common to
All
the
of the-
premises.
Right.
Correct.
To the
So
It
the,
requires a key.
right,
Yeah.
so I guess the point is them cutting through your premise to get there versus taking a common road,
Correct.
correct?
Right. Yeah, correct. Yeah, that's correct. Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you.
okay, that cleared it up for me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have any questions for the,
no further questions.
testifiers.
We request to proceed with the public hearing today, and we would And any continuance would be very damaging because we have a catering license. It's gonna expire, so we need to proceed today. We sent out notices with my address on that council could have contacted me and I would have spoken to him directly, no doubt. It's my best interest to have this resolved at the public hearing or as early as possible, so no effort to contact me, and at this point, we're already at the hearing. We'd like to proceed. As to our non-exclusive right to use the hotel restrooms, it's stated in our lease in Article 5. It expressly says tenant and its employees and business invitees shall have a non-exclusive right to use the public areas of the hotel, which include the hotel lobby and the public restrooms. I do have that portion of the lease if you want to see it, and I know Commissioner Heon asked about what the restrooms look like. Just, I have photos right here, just to help you look at. It's,
Well, I'm not too concerned about what it looks like. I'm just
I
trying to get clarity as far as ingress egress.
I think the photo shows it's clearly the hotel restroom. It's not in their restaurant at all. So these are the only ones that are authorized to use. We're not authorized to use their restroom within the restaurant. So these are the ones that we use. We even, whenever anyone has to go to the restroom, we tell them how to go there. We give them cards that has a map how to do it. We have signs on our door that describe it. I even went last night, in fact, to see it. And yeah, sure enough, you go out of our place, Aroma Cafe, LIQ Walls, and you go to the lobby and there's stairs and it's right there. So I think we gave ample notice to our customers and we instruct them to do it. And I see there's no reason to continue this hearing. Like I said, they had ample time to contact me and we are already at the public hearing and we're on a catering license that is going to expire. What really affected us too is the Kuhio holiday too. So that we really want to proceed today and move it forward. And I'm happy to answer that question.
So I think like the best course of action is for the three parties to kind of work this out amongst themselves. I'm not sure that the whether or not granting a liquor license is kind of separate from however you're gonna work out using the bathroom amongst yourselves. That's seems like it should be between the three parties that are here today. Is there anything that you want to say to each other while we're here?
I just want to have a small point of clarification. I know we tend to be using the words public and common area interchangeably, but just from the hotel standpoint, I want to be very clear that our bathrooms are not public bathrooms.
Yeah.
Okay, just.
Yeah.
They're available for patrons
Yeah.
Patrons of your client, patrons
Other
of
than
the
actual
hotel.
rooms.
Correct.
Yeah, we get that.
So the only follow-up question I have is, so for Lulu side, do you have public restrooms just for your patrons as well?
Yes.
And then are your patrons allowed to use the public or the restrooms that are part of the hotel as well?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, this is just my own opinion. This is a feud between whether you can control your space that you lease from them to stop their clients from coming through your space. Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
my comments would be kind of in agreement that this needs to be worked out between the two of you. And it's not really impacting the decision on the liquor license. That we can make a decision today. I'm okay with making a decision today on it. And it'd be worked out through the two of you. I don't know if the proposed solution that was just presented is acceptable related to the card and the instructions. Yay or nay, you might have a view that it's not working, and you guys can talk through that. That's my point of view. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if it's between tenants, that can be resolved among yourselves. Hopefully amicably, but it really has no impact on the decision of the commission regarding granting or denying a liquor license. Continuation would just prolong the matter, and to me, it's not relevant.
I'll entertain a motion.
If I may.
Okay, go ahead.
Commissioner Chairperson Hong, our concern has been that notice was first given to us via Just to Lulu's Waikiki approximately 10 days ago. There was no notice provided, as far as we're aware of, to the other tenants as required by the Liquor License Commission rules, which requires notice within the 500 feet of the actual premise area. Now, I understand that perhaps, Mr. Ueoka could have communicated with us because we are counsel, but we weren't communicated or we didn't receive any communications regarding this application until we received a notice of the public hearing itself. So respectfully, I have a difference of opinion as far as the ample notice requirement. As far as the application itself, what concerns us is that the building code requirements, if there is a dwelling space that has 40 or more people in there, legally, the applicable building code requires a restroom in that premise. Now, I understand Mr. Ueoka has pointed out that there is restrooms through the hotel. We haven't seen the lease to date regarding that. I don't have a question regarding it, but the issue to date has been that building code issue. Unless there's some sort of agreement arranged, then if the license is granted to date, there's still an issue of whether a restroom needs to be there at some point or not. So procedurally, we have an issue of whether that's applicable law has been followed regarding if this permit's granted.
Okay, Starbucks space was operating, right?
So if I may, the Starbucks location was serving coffee, teas, beverages, non-alcoholic beverages. There was no contemplation that it would exceed 40 people at a time. However, given testimony to date from my client, Mr. Leahy's observations, and considering our written testimony, which shows that there is a DJ booth dance floor that greatly exceeds what Starbucks was originally meant for. And so because there is a dance floor, liquor, there are customers going there to go grab drinks. We have concerns that there greatly exceeds 40 people at one time. And if 40 or more people at one time are in that building area, legally, they're required to have a restroom on site in that area.
Just for clarification, Mr. Wright, we have notification of mailing, right?
Yes, and it was submitted, it was duly submitted, and it goes to recorded lessees, so if it goes to recorded lessees of record that we're legally required, and we complied with the requirement, we only have to send 75% or 66%, but we send 100 all the time. Because we want nobody excluded, and we want to be ready for the hearing. We don't want any surprise at the hearing, full disclosure. That's what we did in this case. I just would appreciate just have the commission stay in their lane on the occupancy issue. I read it in the protest and I just said, that's not a liquor license issue, so I didn't want to touch it. I didn't want to address it.
Mr. Hewitt.
So obviously, we don't agree that the hotel has any building code violations. That is absolutely not true. The Park Shore is completely built to code and operates as such. So any implication that tenants council is making that the hotel is not built to code is something we object to strenuously.
Okay. Any other questions?
I have no questions. I have no questions. Just a comment. If you feel that after the decision of the board that there is still wrongs to be rectified, I think there are legal recourses for you to follow. And if it's a building code matter, there's another path you can follow on that as well.
If I may, Commissioner, under chapter 81-17.6 regarding mediation in contested cases, to which because Lulu's Waikiki has objected, has made this hearing into a contested case hearing. It says the commission may encourage parties to a contested case hearing to participate in mediation. And the commission may, if it chooses to do so, suspend or continue these proceedings pending outcome of the mediation. And so I think the commission has recognized that the parties need to mediate, but we request that hopefully the mediation can occur and have a brief continuance on the hearing so as not to prejudice the applicant or the hotel, but to at least have that conversation before ruling and granting the permit.
I think we had an earlier discussion where that could be addressed between the two tenants as well as management and the landlord. That's really not a commission issue.
Well, according to the chapter, the commission has the right to continue the hearing. We request a brief continuance per the right of the commission to allow a mediation to occur. This is the first time we've appeared. We were first given notice 10 days prior. We didn't have a chance to meet at that January 15th hearing for a preliminary hearing. If you were given ample notice and had the opportunity to go to that preliminary hearing, Commissioner, we would have had a chance to mediate and discuss before today, but this is the first time we've heard of it, the first time we're here. Respectfully, we request at least a small continuance per the section regarding mediation to allow at least a conversation to occur.
But would you not agree that the problem could be rectified outside of this arena?
Not necessarily, Your Honor. What is prompting this conversation is the pending application. Once the application is granted, hopefully, there might be some commitment on all the parties to have that discussion, but the issue is that if once this permit is granted, it's likely permanent for the time being. And once it's permanent for the time being, there's really no incentive to have a conversation and agreement unless the parties want to put forth and commit to that today. And as Mr. Leahy has stated, he's been trying to communicate with Mr. Uoka and his client for a year. There has been no communications from Waikiki Walls or Hawaiian Aroma Cafe. So respectfully,
So,
we
Mr.
request-
Uoka, are you committed to go talk to them about these issues?
You really want to proceed with the license, and once we get the license, we are willing to discuss matters. And it's really important to have the landlord involved in this because the landlord is a very important party, but we really need this proceeding today. And to go, like I said, we would object to any continuance, but as far as discussing it after the fact, absolutely. We want to be a good neighbor.
Respectfully, again, we request that there at least be a short continuance because while I understand and I appreciate what Mr. Uoka has put forth and testified to, there simply just has not been any communication till the hearing. This is the, do or die moment where all the parties showed up for the first time ever. Request a small continuance because the only reason that Mr. Uoka has made those representations is because he has a pending license before him. Right now, Mr. Leahy has tried to communicate with Hawaiian Aroma for over a year. There's not been any overtures, no communications. And if Mr. Uoka was in fact saying that his client were trying to communicate with us, we haven't seen any communications to date.
Okay, I think we need to. Okay, so now, however this comes out, I hope you guys get together on this. I think the applicant is, he is going to suffer, they are going to suffer damages with a continuance for at least 3 weeks, right? That would be the earliest that this could be moved forward because of Kuhio debt.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a motion, and I want it understood that when I'm making this motion, my view is based on the space that there is issues with is your space. Your own space that people are going through.
Okay, yes.
Yes, not anywhere else, and the hotel has made comments, or the landlord has made comments to be willing to work with either party and provide venue to do that. So my motion is going to be to approve application number 25-01976.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 25-01976. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The application is approved.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Calling agenda item number 2, application number 26-01564-1 to 26-01564-22, 17 Point Productions LLC. Hello.
Hey, good afternoon, Commissioners. My name is Angelina Khan, KHAN, member of 17A Productions LLC.
Okay, commissioners, questions?
I have no questions.
No questions.
Okay, so we again have a person that has submitted protests.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
I'm gonna provide the applicant with a copy of the
Ah.
testimony.
Oh, sorry. Pretty much the same one as you got the last time you were here. So I think one of the
He
things
mentioned
that is alleged within the complaint was the not paying of alcohol through your catering license. Can you,
Yeah, that is
Comment
incorrect.
on
We
that.
report all sales. Yeah, that's not correct.
I have no question.
No questions?
No question.
Right?
Motion to approve application number 26-01564-1 to 26-01564-22 inclusively.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 26-01564-1 to 26-01564-22. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The application. Calling application number 26-01597-1 to 26-01597-13. Kamakura, Hawaii, LLC. Hello.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Naomi Cole on behalf of the applicant. I'd like to first of all thank Investigator Dan Sato for getting this up so quickly for us to meet the first event date for us. As far as the investigative report goes, I'd like to make corrections as to the time. So as shown on Exhibit B of our supplemental information, the start time, including the prep time, was supposed to start at 8 a.m. And I think you have here on the agenda 11 a.m. So
Yep.
that correction for the start time. The end time, we requested 3 o'clock a.m. and you have here 11:59 p.m. on the agenda and the report. So just a correction on the
What time?
3 a.m. So we need about an hour to clean up. So it goes up to 2 a.m. and then we clean up from 2 to 3.
Yeah, so this one says include.
But I think we can only grant a license until 2 a.m.
Well, typically, I believe what would happen is that a second application would be for a special, you know, go to 3,
Can't go to 3.
right?
Oh, including the cleanup.
Oh, if not, you would have.
It's open until 2. It closes at 2, but then we need an hour to clean up.
Supervising Investigator Daniel Sato.
Yes.
The special license application goes from 11:59 till like 12, so if 2 a.m. is required, she would have to pay for that day also.
Or
Oh.
from 12 midnight to 2 a.m. I mean,
Yeah.
because the cutoff is
Yeah, for the days.
yeah,
Also have to pay double,
It's 2 days.
pay for 2 days.
yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, then we'll just keep this time. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think they want to pay.
You want to amend it?
You want to amend the 11
8
to
a.m.
8 a.m.
I want to, yes, amend
and
the
leave
start
the
time.
ending time at 11:59,
Yes.
correct?
Correct.
Okay, so we'll have to amend the agenda
Yes.
as such. So my motion is going to be for agenda item number 3, application number 26-01597-1 to 26-01597-13. We amend the agenda to have the starting time at 8 a.m. instead of 11 a.m.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to amend agenda item number 3 for start time of 8 a.m. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The agenda item is amended. Okay, so now
Okay,
Gonna take action on that.
so now we take action on the regular items, right?
Yep.
Okay, I have no questions.
No questions.
Motion to approve amended applications number 26-01597-1 through 26-01597-13 inclusive.
Second.
it's been moved and seconded to approve application number 26-01597-1 to 26-01597-13 as amended. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The application is approved.
Thank you,
Then
Commissioners.
we're calling agenda item number 10 out of order. Calling agenda item number 10, request number 26-01630 from Kamakura Hawaii LLC.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Naomi Cole on behalf of Kamakura, Hawaii. We have no changes to the investigative report.
Okay, wait, though, there is a question. So currently the agenda talks about reducing the temporary space starting at 11 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. Do we need to amend that part of the
Yes.
agenda to 8 a.m. as
Yes.
well?
Catch.
Okay, so to start, my motion is going to be for agenda item number 10, request number 26-01630 to amend the starting time from 11 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to amend agenda item number 10, request number 26-01630 to a start time of 8 a.m. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The agenda item is amended.
I have no questions for.
I have no questions.
Okay.
Motion to approve, the amended request number 26-01630.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve request number 26-01630 as amended. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The request is approved.
Thank you. Thank you for catching that, Raymond.
Calling agenda item number 4, applications number 26-0162221-1 to 26-01621-10 from LIQ LLC. Hello.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Matthew Yoshida on behalf of the applicant, Kamiki LLC, DBA Lila Restaurant.
Commissioners, any questions?
I'm sorry, Commissioners, there's no additions or corrections to the investigative report.
Okay.
I have no questions.
So these are just specials, the templates exhausted.
Motion to approve application number 26-01621-1 through 26-01621-10 inclusively.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 26-01621-1 to 26-01621-10 inclusive. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The application is approved. And we'll call out of order agenda item number 11, request number 26-01622, Kaimuriki LLC.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Matthew Yoshida on behalf of the applicant, Lila Restaurant.
Okay,
Fee reduction.
fee reduction.
So on the form here, it says the last contact July 31st. No updates since then.
None to my knowledge, Commissioner.
Everything is in on behalf of the application. And we're just waiting for it. It's in the queue.
There is a zoning clearance pending. And the fingerprinting and criminal history, I believe, is still pending.
You said a zoning clearance?
That's your action to be taken.
Yeah, yes, I believe so.
Okay, so just so we're all in the same understanding here now, okay? We've put these programs in place to do reductions of fees. If it kind of falls on our side as being the liquor commission, the administrative side is behind because we are, as we've seen, right? And if it's on our side that our guys are still in the queue and are still working on it, that, you know, we've put this into place to help individuals. When it kind of falls back onto the licensee who has not actually gotten their things completed that are still pending, we have taken positions that that's on them, and we have not provided the reduction in fees. So just letting you know.
Thank you, Commissioner. I would note that I apologize, I'm fairly new to this.
No,
But
I understand.
At the conclusion of the report, I say that it's the applicant is not currently disqualified, so I don't know if that has any significance or not, but
Wait,
Mr. Sato. Could we borrow you for a little bit?
Supervising Investigator Daniel Sato. We are currently not there yet.
Okay.
but everything is in or not in, so pending?
There may be other items that can be turned in after the prelim, such as the zoning clearance and. I don't know if there's any other like neighborhood board that's after the fact. Criminal history clearance, however, if they need fingerprinting. They need to do so before the prelim because we've put that in the report. But I haven't heard any other discrepancies for this application. It's currently in the queue right now for the investigator. It's not there yet.
So I guess there's two items. It's in the queue and waiting on the investigator, but there's still items that would need to be completed in order for this to go to preliminary hearing as well.
Correct, and the investigator would reach out to the applicant to have that done once he starts the investigation.
Okay.
Could they get it done prior or no?
They could, that'll save us some time from asking. But we don't really get to that point until we get to it.
Could we have that submitted and after that consider the reduction?
Yeah. But he's still waiting on the zoning, right? And that could be. That's really on the part of the applicant, huh?
Yeah.
So he would have to apply for another temp?
No, cannot.
No, he's
Sorry.
They're done with, they're exhausted the temps.
So I would be inclined to say that you haven't met the criteria
Threshold.
for the reduction in fees, and when you meet the criteria, you can come back and.
Yeah,
we'll consider.
request.
So this is what I would say. We can take action of like denying the request, but once you finish your other items such as the zoning things and things like that, that you can submit early, you could then come back, put it on, and we would then review it and make a determination on that items. Or I guess you could withdraw your request either way.
Suggest is to withdraw that request and that you're not precluded from resubmitting.
I'll take the advice of the commissioners and withdraw it, I guess.
Yeah, because this temp is gonna expire on the 25th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we've already done the,
we've already approved.
we've done the
special,
specials above, right? It's
Yeah.
just that they
Yeah.
wanted the reduced portion
Yeah.
fee of it. right? Yeah, okay,
Okay.
so I'm gonna make a motion to agree with, to accept the council's withdrawal of request. My motion is going to be to accept the withdrawal of request number 26-01622.
Second,
It's been moved and seconded to approve the withdrawal of request number 26-01622. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. We've approved the withdrawal of the request. Thank you.
thank you.
Calling agenda item number 5, application number 26-01626 from Port Street Mall Improvement District Association. Hello.
Rick Schneider for Events International, representing the Fourth Street Mall Business Improvement District. To my left is Ed Karibsky, KRORYBSKY.
Thank you for spelling.
And he's the president and executive director of the Business Improvement District.
Okay, and for my standard statement, I serve on a nonprofit board with the applicant, but it will not interfere with my ability to be partial on this matter. Okay, St. Patrick's Day.
Cutting it close.
I know. Can you walk us through your event and
This is sort of the revival of a long-standing event that happened up until 7 years ago prior to COVID. We entertained doing it back on New Lanu, but there's been a lot of desire from the community to do these at Fort Street Mall now that the jurisdiction's changed over to Department of Transportation Services. And it's been running some smaller events there. This is one of the first times we're doing something larger and we're working with them. We're following the same sort of pattern in terms of the successful event that happened over the years. And have a full plan and feeling optimistic and excited about being able to bring this back to the community.
Can I say something? Fortune Mall BID is actually a landowners association, and he's been spending significant resources bringing off-duty police, making it safe and secure post-pandemic. And we were looking to events to bring people down and say, hey, look, it is safe, it is nice, it is a place to visit. And this is one of the St. Patrick's Days, as well as other night markets events, are the best way that we can change perceptions of downtown Honolulu.
And on our diagram, it's highlighted in yellow, but I assume that's the red. And can you describe how you're going to stanchion off the liquor area?
Yeah, so fortunately, we're not closing any streets. we're using all of Fort Street Mall and the area to the Diamond Head side of that along King Street. It is all either naturally barricaded by buildings, any place that there's an opening, we're putting in regular barricade fencing. HPD will monitor the perimeter. We'll have a full complement of security. As a matter of fact, I think the numbers been upped from the operational plan that you originally received. I think we're at 24 now. We've also secured an area inside Pickles at Forte, which is the pickleball courts, about 1,000 square feet where we can create a dining hall. We're looking to make it more family friendly at the beginning of the event, as you know, from 4 to 6, and really be food focused. Obviously, the street party comes on a little bit later. We've got a main stage that has continual entertainment, Irish music, and then a smaller DJ stage at the far end to sort of entertain in the sort of hinterlands of the event. There'll be about 10 food vendors in full service bars.
And people playing pickleball?
They actually will, actually.
Beer and pickleball.
So they will actually be demonstrating pickleball in hopes of Pickles at Forte signing up some more members.
All right. Any questions?
For this
So the-
operation.
So the banding and wristbanding is only at the 2 locations with the W's then?
Correct. So, you know, paradigms changed on these events a little bit over the years. It's gotten much more expensive to do them. And so as a way to sort of recoup, we're charging a small fee for wristbands that pays for the staff to actually be able to do it. We have 2 main wristbanding stations, but they are in the inside. It will not create a perception of having to pay to get in. In other words, anybody can come on the site. It's open free to the public. And the wristbanding will happen in those two places.
Okay. And so I know we have spots that are showing where HPD and some security will be and the entrances. Do we have a plan of having some people rove around within the space only so we don't get people trying to swap those bands around or passing things around as we get later in the evening? I think earlier in the day, it's not gonna be too bad, but or afternoon, but as we get later, it might be.
Especially if you're charging for the band.
Yeah.
We have a dozen rovers. Who are
Okay.
gonna be roving.
How much does it cost for the band?
$7.
Okay.
So, question. In Fourth Street Mall and King Street, I'm very familiar with that area. Now. You have to me, you have adequate security. But I'm just wondering, as the night wears on, that whole area will, once you purchase alcohol, you're free to roam within that area with your alcohol?
Within the area. The entire place, the entire
about the-
footprint is licensed.
So with the disposal of containers, how are you handling that?
So,
It's gonna be served in bottles or cups or?
yeah, they'll either be labeled cans, because we're gonna be serving the beer in the actual branded cans.
Just
And-
beer, no wine,
No wine. So it's beer and spirits, that's all.
because I think you're very familiar with the other population that roams that area.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just worried about loose containers containing beverages.
Well,
and
we have, you know, a full trash service, and security will not let you leave with a container, so it's gonna be completely controlled, and we've always done that in these block parties. So you can carry the container around in the event,
Mhm.
but there's no way that you can take it with you.
Okay, I'm just concerned, not so much about taking it with you, but what's left over. Sometimes it's left, you know, in the trash can or on the side or anything else.
We have a trash service that will remove everything during and, you know, once we're finished, actually completely.
Okay,
clean
so
space.
there is control over the.
Yeah, we have a, it's very important to us to have a full trash crew. And we've set situations up with Pickles to be able to use their dumpster area so that everything can be removed off site into their site. So it's not even gonna be concentrated on the street or anything, it'll be in a secured area. So all that stuff will go that way.
Yeah.
And can I add, the mission, one of the duties of the Fort Cheatham Mall BID is security and maintenance. So if in the event of anybody leaves something, it is our organization's responsibility to clean it up as a normal course of duty.
Also, we will have a contingent of security that are actually the security staff that is there all the time. So this is kind of like their home. And they're gonna be integrated with our other peer security, but at least we'll have some presence there, people who know the area, know the people.
Okay, thank you.
Good question.
I have no other questions. Okay. Motion to approve application number 26-01626.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 26-01626. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The application is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling agenda item number 6, application number 26-01647-1 to 26-01647-4 from Joseph Evans LLC. Hello.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Matthew Yoshida on behalf of Joseph Evans LLC, DBA Bacchus Waikiki, excuse me. There's no additions or corrections to the investigative report.
I have no
I have no
questions.
questions.
Motion to approve application number 26-01647-1 to 26-01647-4 inclusively.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 26-01647-1 to 26-01647-4. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The application is approved. Calling out of order, request number 26-01648 from Kikiuchi on behalf of Joseph Evans, but not Kikiuchi. Right.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Matthew Yoshida for Mr. Keith Kiuchi on behalf of Joseph Evans LLC, DBA Bacchus Waikiki.
Okay, so kind of the same
Same
question. Exactly.
Is everything in with the, I see a.
This
date
has,
of-
this has a preliminary hearing
Yeah.
coming up.
It does.
Yeah, everything.
Yes, Commissioner, at the risk of opening my big mouth again, looks like there's mailing return receipt notifying the neighborhood board is pending as of the 10th, and the zoning clearance is also pending. And I believe the applicant understands that the clearance must be received by the commission before the license is issued.
And I guess to be consistent, but maybe we misunderstood. If you're pending scheduled preliminary hearing, everything is done, just
Right.
there was a little bit of a delay. And so just the question of the delay was that kind of subject to us being late on anything?
It seems like we have the date of the public hearing set as well,
Yeah.
April 2nd.
Yeah.
So it tells me that it's in the queue.
And things were resolved a year ago, almost 4/30/2025. So this has been, and last correspondence was,
This is a different situation than the last.
okay, all right.
No questions.
I have no questions. Hold on, let me get to it. Motion is going to be to approve request number 26-01648.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve request number 26-01648. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The request is approved.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Calling application number 25-01548 from Electro Lab Foundation. Hello.
Good afternoon, Chairperson and Commissioners. My name is Clara Lee, CLARALEE, on behalf of Ondo Cafe and
Good afternoon, Commissioners. My name is Josh Leong, and I'm the owner and operator of Honolulu Cafes under the Electrolab Foundation.
Commissioners, questions?
No questions.
I have no questions. Motion to approve application number 25-0148. 25-01548. Sorry.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 25-01548 for public hearing. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The application. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Calling agenda item number 8, application number 25-01843 from The Burger Wing Hub LLC. Hello.
Good afternoon, Chairpersons and Commissioner. I'm Caitlin O'Connell. That's KAITLINNAKANO. On behalf of the Burger Wing Hub LLC, appearing with me is RJ Mijares, ARJAYMIJARES, managing member.
I have no questions.
And no questions.
Okay.
Motion to approve application number 25-01843 for public hearing.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 25-01843 for public hearing. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The application advances.
Thank you.
Calling agenda item number 9, application number 25-02103 from Ocho's 888 LLC. Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Christina O'Hara on behalf of the applicant, and to my right is Gina Fonseca. She's one of the owners.
Okay.
We have no changes to the investigative report.
All right, Commissioners, questions?
No questions.
I have questions. Motion to approve application number 25-02103 to public hearing.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve application number 25-02103 for public hearing. Any nays or reservations? Seeing none, I also vote aye. The application advances.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, so just to be clear, are we up to agenda item 13 because we skipped around quite a bit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, liquor administrator. Administrative matters. No.
Good afternoon, Chair and Commissioners. Darren Matsumoto, Departmental Staff Executive Assistant. This past Tuesday, the administration did successfully present our FY27 budget. So that was, we were able to answer a few questions. Also on Monday, this past Monday, save the date, e-blast went out for the symposium. So we've already started tracking attendance as well as finalizing the agenda. Administrative services is starting to prepare for the upcoming license renewals. Selected the color this year, which will be violet for the border. And then I mentioned this last week, but procurement for the body worn cameras was approved or is complete. Contract was awarded to Axon. And now we are in the process of actually fulfilling the order. So once we get the first shipment of cameras, we'll then start implementing it.
Okay, when's the first shipment?
We just put it in this week, so
All right,
just gonna wait until we
okay.
get that figured.
Holding off for that for my writing.
Okay.
You already have your glasses.
What? Well, I have the glasses too.
Commissioner, says Chair Hong, are you going to be wearing one yourself as you walk through?
No, cheers.
That's it. Any question?
I have no question.
No comment.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Agenda item number 14. So we want to do the motion.
Get to it. The commission may go into an executive session for the following reasons. Pursuant to Hawaii Revised Statute, section 92-4 and subsection 92-5A4, to consult with the board's attorney on questions and issues in a matter pertaining to the board's powers, duties, privileges, immunities, and liabilities, and related to agenda item number 14. I'll entertain a motion to go into an executive session for this purpose.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we're in executive session. Okay, we're back from executive session where we were discussing some of the potential hiring policies of the commission. Calling agenda item number 15, announcements. Do you have any announcements?
I got a couple, so I have a couple work travel dates. And May 14th for me. And September 7th.
Got it.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Anything else? All right, we're adjourned.